Larry Smith!
All right, keep this show going. Next comedian come to stage, very funny, very talented, coming to you all the way from Grambling, Michigan. Big round of applause for Matt Bach!
Wow, hello, Oscoda, all right. So I'm 48 years old, and I'm still trying to get my dad's approval. He came to one of my comedy shows the other night, and I did pretty good, and I was excited to hear what he had to say afterwards. So I was like, Dad, how'd I do? And he was like, well, Matthew, I enjoy that you're enjoying it. It's the same damn thing I heard on my wedding night. I don't know what my dad was doing in the room. There's that look. Don't you judge me, Dad. Don't you judge me. He looks like my dad, though. But parenting is, he's like, I'm 49. What the hell are you talking about? But parenting is tough, man. You never know if you're going to do a good job with your kids, or if you're saying the right thing to them, or giving them the right advice. I have 2 grown children. But if parenting were a sport, I'm 1 for 2. My son is a gay, so I got that one right. My daughter is 19 and dropped out of community college to date a drug dealer. He's where I get my drugs. He lives down the hallway, so. Here's a text you never expect to receive from your child. Hey, Dad, guess what? I passed the drug test. The synthetic pee worked. But my son is gay, that's true, and he's brilliant. He's always teaching my wife and I new things. The other day, the term twink was used on TV. And I'm like, what's a twink? My son said it's a gay term. It means like a slender, feminine man. I'm a twink. I'm like, this is tantalizing. I'm going to tweet about the twink. And I did. I tweeted, I love my boy, the twink. And I think it was misunderstood, because I instantly got 123 new Twitter followers. All Asian men. My son also is a drag queen. He does drag performances on the side. I was very supportive of this idea. I'm like, this is fantastic. Another tax deduction. I have my daughter Emily, my son Zach, and my new daughter Lacey Grace. I'm glad you found that joke funny, because the IRS did not. No, they did not. But I was curious about the whole drag business, so I asked my son. So I'm like, son, when you're in drag, what do you do with the Chuck Berries? And he's like, we tuck it. I'm like, you tuck it? What's tucking? That is a question I wished I had never asked. Now, I don't want to get too graphic here, but apparently it involves getting your testicles, shoving them up into your abdomen, taking your penis, and then swaddling it with your now empty nutsack. Then running the whole thing along your butt crack and taping it shut tight, as if you're a pirate hiding a treasure in a cave. Not to get too graphic. You look confused, sir. See, the penis, that's the treasure. I hope no one was eating the cheese balls tonight. Sorry about that. So, my son also recently introduced to our household a Squatty Potty. Now, I don't know if you know what this is, but it's a step that goes around the base of the toilet. And it makes you position your feet in such a way that when you're going to the bathroom, it's as if you're Alex Avila catching for the Detroit Tigers. But instead of curveballs and fastballs, it's sinkers and sliders all day long. I know, Dad. Alex Avila is not with the Tigers anymore. Don't judge me! joke. Local reference, Michigan. So, I know what you're thinking. I look like a failed accountant. Or Michael Douglas in that movie where he plays a psychotic killer. Falling down. Yeah. But I prefer a poor man's Bill Gates. Think about Bill Gates. He had to have a lot of confidence, a lot of self-confidence to name his company Microsoft. I mean, if he was like insecure, overcompensating for something, I think he would have called it gigantic hard. Or huge rock. Or I don't know, Trump Tower. Mr. Trump supporter here, you don't really look like a Trump supporter. You just play one on TV, right? Okay. So but I'm not actually a failed accountant. I'm a failed journalist. I was a newspaper reporter for about 20 years, but I had to get out of the biz when the newspaper industry went to shit. Fuck you, Internet. The Internet destroyed all my dreams and career aspirations of like working at a Borders bookstore, or owning a Blockbuster, or sweeping floors at a Circuit City. Think about Blockbuster. I don't know if you know this or not, but Blockbuster, they didn't rent porn there. It's probably where they went out of business. But it doesn't make any sense to me that there was no porn at Blockbuster. But if you walk into any family video store, there's a whole huge fucking room. So one of the times when I had to be when I was a reporter, I had to be editor of a magazine. We had a tourism magazine. We did stories about things all over the state. And one time we got a complaint that we didn't have enough diversity in the magazine. Kind of like this room. So my publisher came to me. He's like, Matt, we got to get some more diversity in the magazine. We got to get some more, we got to do something. What's on the next issue? What's on the cover? I'm like, the Balloon Festival in Howell? He's like, great. He's like, great. Let's get some more diversity on that issue. You want me to find a photo of a black person in a hot air balloon in Howell? That'd be like trying to find a Democrat in this room. Or I don't know, someone who's not a snob in Tawas. A high school graduate in Jordanville. Thank you, I'm Matt Bach.
One more time for Matt Bach. All right, next comedian on stage, coming to you from all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Big round of applause.